Bulls fans, Adam Harry back again with another Bulls unboxing. Today we're taking a look at the Imperial Raider expansion pack for Armada this time, not for Star Wars. It's a little bit smaller, as you can tell. So, let me go ahead and get the scissors out and chop this bad boy open, and we'll dive right on into the box. Okay, box is cut open. As you see there, that's my little process for opening these bad boys. I really kind of dislike the packaging, but I get it. It's very secure. So there's cut down on shoplifting. I get that. It's just once you get it home, it's hard to open sometimes. Use scissors. It's not that bad. So just pop everything out here, get it all nice and neat for you guys watching at home. Here's the ship, and I'll open that up in a second. There's the cards. We go ahead and lay everything out, and we'll get started. Okay, folks, there you have it. Everything that comes in the expansion pack for the Imperial Raider for Armada, all laid out nice and neat for you. As you can see here, there's all the tokens and stuff, defense tokens, targeting, all that good stuff, the fleet number, what have you. Then we've got the card that goes on the base right there. You can see the arc. I mentioned this in a previous unboxing, but let me just punch this out real quick and I'll show you. But you can see here, looking closer at it, the arcs are not lined up corner to corner. As you can see, like they're cut a little closer. So this one's got a little bit wider front arc. Actually it's kind of jacked up, really. I think it's got a more narrow front arc. The sides are a little offset too, and then of course the rear arc is a little bit wider. It looks like it's about a 90-degree rear arc. So just looking at it like that, 90 degrees. And then this one, maybe a little bit more than 90 degrees, hard to tell. But that one's definitely, the front arc is definitely narrower than 90 degrees. So kind of an interesting choice thematically for X-Wing. So just wanted to call that out real quick. But as far as the Raider and stuff goes, it's a neat little ship. Again, the base is actually a lot bigger than the ship is wide, but we'll take a look comparison at the model a little bit later here in the unboxing. So I want to take a look at the two ship options that come with it, and then we'll take a look at the cards. So these are the two ships that come with the Raider. So let me pull it up so you can see the there you go. So we have the Raider 1 class Corvette. I like the art. We've seen this a lot. It's a pretty cool picture. It's got and then the Raider 2 class Corvette. As far as damage output goes, both of these ships have 2 dice for anti-squadrons, but this one, the Raider 1's got 2 black. The Raider 2 is a blue and a black, so that's slightly different there. 4 hull, not too bad. 1 command each, 1 squadron each, 2 engineering. So these again, not going to be your carrier commanders. These are definitely more face punchers, and we'll get into that in a bit more. The defense tokens, 2 evades each, and then it looks like a brace. Yeah, those are braces, so it's not too bad for a smaller ship. The shields, we'll go through that real quick. 2's all the way around, pretty simple. Speed, this thing is very quick and maneuverable. So when it's only moving 1 or 2, it's got a lot of turns. So you can definitely do some tricksy stuff there. When it goes full out, 3 and 4, it's still got some turn radius. So it can definitely get where you need it to go. As far as damage output though, it's 4 shooting up front, forward arc if you will. 3 blue, 1 red, or sorry, 3 blue, 1 black. Where did red come from? For the Raider 2, the Raider 1 is 2 blue, 2 black. Big deal there. The broadsides for both of these, not much of ones, but 1 blue, 1 black each. So it's pretty much the same. And then the rear ship is only 1 blue. So this one definitely wants to point at the enemy and unload. Now that is going to be tricky based on that firing arc we talked about. It's got a very kind of narrow front arc, but it's very maneuverable, so that may not be a problem for some of you fancy pants pilots out there. The Raider 2 is 48 points, the Raider 1 is 44 points. So there's the upgrades you see there. The Raider 1 does have looks like torpedoes maybe. So yeah. And now let's take a look at some of the upgrade card options here and see if we can come up with any dirty tricks. So first up, we have Admiral Ozzel. Let me zoom in for you folks. There you see him. When a friendly ship resolves a maneuver command, it may change its speed by an additional 1. That could be very useful with the right ship. So, you know, don't get force choked, but don't force choke me at home. But Ozzel's not too terrible. I'm just saying, he has 20 points though. But couple him with the right ship, and he's passing out some pretty nice speed change for you. Here we have Admiral, see that here? Ooh, Montferrat. Hope I said that right. Probably didn't, but that's okay. You can't touch me. While defending against the ship, if your speed is 3 or higher, the attack is treated as obscured. That could be very good. After you execute a maneuver, if you overlap a ship, discard this card. So this guy is definitely more of a speedy finesse type guy. So, and he's only 5 points. I like how they've been doing that lately. If FFG has included like a higher priced guy and then a lower priced kind of passenger to go along. So it's been a nice touch. Just wanted to throw that out there. Ordnance Experts. This one's I've seen as a very nice card. While attacking, you may reroll any number of your black die. That's going to be very useful for the ship, especially the Raider 1. It's going to be throwing out more black dice, but both ships could find that useful. Then we've got quad laser turrets. While defending at distance 1, if the attacker is in a squadron, you have counter 1. That's pretty good, actually. We'll get into that more a little bit later. While defending at distance 1, yeah. The SW7 ion batteries. So while attacking a ship, each of your unspent blue accuracy tokens adds 1 damage to the damage total. So could be very useful. Rapid reload. Let's see, the battery armaments for your left and right hull zones are increased by 1 black die. So on one of these ships, it's got a, you know, not a great broadside to begin with. That could help out a little bit. It's only 8 points. This makes your cheap ships a little bit better. This is the one of the named ships here. This is the Impetuous. At the end of your attack step, choose one of your hull zones. You may perform an attack against one enemy squadron from that hull zone, even if you have already attacked from that hull zone this round. Getting to fire again is always good, and for 4 points, it's not too shabby at all. And then we have the Instigator. It's the last ship here. Enemy squadrons at distance 1 are treated as if they are engaged by 2 additional squadrons, even if they are not currently engaged. That could be very, very useful if you're running a TIE swarm, because if an enemy is engaged with swarm tactics, the TIEs are getting extra damage. So, yeah, you can definitely throw out a lot of damage. This one's been out for a little bit, not in stores, but I mean the cards have been available to look at. One of the things we've been bouncing around here at Bowls has just been the idea of running a lot of these little gunboats together. So a lot of Raider class 1s and 2s with just for a plethora of anti-squadron dice. I mean, if you're running 4 or 5 of these, and they're relatively cheap, so you could do this pretty easily. If you run 4 or 5 of these in a list at 300 points, 4 of these, even with upgrades, if you just bumped it, just round it up to 50 points a pop. If you're running 4 of these, it's 200 points, and they can put out some serious firepower if you run them in a tight formation together. And you can bump that up. That's some serious firepower against squadrons. So again, to clarify. And again, you roll those dice against each squadron, so it can get pretty nasty pretty quick if you run them close by each other. And again, going through some of the upgrades, there's other upgrade options, but probably be an article coming your way soon. The last thing I want to do is show off this bad boy in scale. I have been waiting for so long to do this shot. The reason is, obviously, we've got the Victory class here. We've got the Raider from Star Wars here, and then of course the Raider from Armada in a ship here. Just to compare the 2 sizes here. It's got the fins, it's got everything else. It's funny because I wanted to point these 2 out. So there you have it. I mean, this thing dwarfs in comparison to the other one, obviously, but it's still really cool. And then again, compared to something in the same range, there's the side profile shot and then the overhead shot. You can see the difference there in size. It's about half to a third. Yeah, it's about 2 ship lengths, maybe give or take an engine block. But it's pretty cool. The last thing I want to show off again is just the ship by itself, just purely from an aesthetics point of view. You can see here the actual look of the ship. It's pretty nice. Lots of little details. The paneling's on it's pretty cool. I wish that was a little bit crisper, but that's okay. I'm just a stickler for that stuff. It looks really cool, man. I really like this ship. You pop it off the base real fast. There's the underside, as you can see. And then they did paint the engine, which I'm always a fan of, so I like that they did that. So it's got the little the paneling like the ties do and all that cool stuff. So I really like this little ship. I want to run like 4 or 5 of these in an Imperialist just to take out those stupid rebel fighters blowing me up all the time. So anyway, that's pretty much it for the Imperial Raider for Star Wars Armada. You see there, Imperial. So that's all the stuff that comes inside. Again, the big Raider is from Star Wars that I just threw everywhere. That's the big Raider. And then the Victory class, again, these are not included, but just there for scale purposes. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this unboxing. This has been another one from Bulls. This is Adam Harry signing off. Have a good one.